Welcome back to another episode of the Higher Level Podcast. So tonight, joining us on the show, we have Mark Ewen and Kieran Reid. Thanks for coming on, guys. Obviously, he's on to chat about upcoming fights. He's both fighting on Sunday the 2nd of November, and that's in Budo Fighting Championship. So how have things been going so far? There's a few guys for the gym fighting in that show. Is everything going well, and has it been helpful that there's a few who's getting ready at the same time?
I think we've got 5 guys in the card. Me, Kieran, Stephen, Coonley and Kevin Swanky. So I think it's going to be a good show up the class.
Been good. Gym's been busy.
Aye.
Know what guys are going to be in. There's always a core of guys that are in anyway, but it's just been a good atmosphere. And like even like stupid stuff, the weight cut you're on at the girl, everybody's in the sauna after the session.
There's always guys in this gym anyway, man. It's a total hotbed, man. Everyone's always training hard.
And obviously you've got Big Alex in as well. He's coming through.
Big Alex is fighting in 2 weeks or something as well, so he's in camp and all.
How big is that? See the weight cut? Because that's, for a lot of guys, that's one of the hardest parts. It's not the actual fight itself. It's just not for everybody. Some guys make it easy, some guys it's difficult. Is it just good to have seen other guys maybe suffering as well? So you're not in it alone.
We've got that sauna there now, man, so we're using that regularly. I reckon if we need to jump in that for a weight cut, it's going to be no problem. See, having that at the back is a massive benefit, man. So
it's not really an issue either. I think we're all pretty fucking well ahead of track.
Disciplined enough.
And like you were in camp before this for that fight that didn't happen. And I've been in camp since fucking July almost, so it's almost just been like 6 months of eating clean as opposed to like, oh no, I need to kill myself for 8 weeks. So it's not been like a shock to the system, still eating plenty.
How big a difference is that as well? Because we had Luke on the show and I think he'd went a wee bit food happy after his fight. Does it make a big difference when you get into a camp and your first thing you're not trying to do is try to get the weight done? See, when you get into a camp at a decent weight and you're fit, does it just make things a lot easier?
I think did it's professionals doing that. I think most guys are like, you'll have a wee week where you feel sorry for yourself or whatever, but you can't be getting massive and then stripping the weight off. It's just not good for you. You can see it like historically all the way back through boxing and everything. So like, my diet can be pretty shocking sometimes, but in general, just need to try and keep within 2 weight classes. I think it's reasonable.
And if you're trying to be active, you need to be keeping the weight relatively low. You can't be fucking ballooning back up and then try to cut. It's not good for your body, mate. Weight cutting in general is not good for your body, so you need to keep that.
It's just, I guess it's the effects as well. If you go in and you have a bad weight cut as opposed to having a good weight cut, the effects getting in there where a bad weight cut can be, I mean, you can get in there and effectively be gassed out pretty quickly.
See so many guys obviously moving up weight and not cutting weight. See guys that are working on that and they start winning loads of fights because they're not cutting the weight, they're not putting that pressure on their body. Massive benefits,
especially amateur and stuff as well.
You shouldn't be cutting too much weight amateur.
You're not fighting guys that are massive big athletes a lot of the time, or they're not cutting a lot of weight, or like for two of my fights we just agreed we'll just do it 66. We're both bantamweights, but it's just, sometimes it's just easier and better. You get better at the camp, the fight's better, everybody shows up happy and ready to go. It's just not an issue for me the way it's never been an issue.
Do you think we should see the amateur level? Do you think we should maybe look at using catch weights a bit more? If both fighters agree on it, that is.
I think they do. I see a lot of catch weights in amateur, but
I think people, it's just up to the fighter, innit? And the coaches to be sensible. Some shows will be like, oh, we did a day of weigh-in, but tell me there's no people turning up that have cut away a day off. I know there is. You see them coming in for the sauna. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't, nothing really stops the guys cutting the weight. Like some shows will be like, we're doing a day off weigh-in, but you see guys coming out of the sauna, so they're dehydrated and not getting a chance to dehydrate. I think it's always just got to follow the coach and the fighter. There's only so much shows, promotions, fucking IMAF or whatever can do, really.
Well, that's it. And do you think as well it helps? So see, like you were saying there about like guys like Gastelum and Whittaker moving up and being really successful. Do you think that's something that it spreads down across the sport when guys see that and maybe think that it's better for them to fight at a natural, their natural weight, but maybe no cut crazy amounts of weight? Or do you think it's just always going to be an issue?
I think so. I think it relieves a lot of pressure, like the weight cut. It's an added pressure. There's kind of 2 fights in it. You need to make the weight, then you need to fight. It just takes that first fight out of the game. You just focus on the fight. You see, like Till's obviously moving up now, so we'll see how he does at the weekend
against obviously
Kevin
Gastelum.
He also moved up. Everyone's doing it. It's becoming quite a wee.
I guess the other thing as well, I suppose from a fan point of view, is ultimately you get for the most part you get a better product in the cage.
Most of the time. 100%.
Obviously it doesn't always work. Did you see pictures of Jose Aldo?
No.
Right, so he's obviously, now he's somebody that struggled struggled with featherweight, but he's moving down to bantamweight. Bantamweight. So, and I mean, he looks really trim, but no, you think
he's only getting older as well.
It's sometimes it worries me when you see guys doing that.
He'll probably get knocked out then.
I think people want to blame losses on weight. You know what I mean? Aldo's just an older fighter that's started getting figures out a wee bit. He's still great, but you can't, like, the minute is. And also sometimes guys lose and they'll, I need to move up, or I need to move down, or I need to move camp, or maybe you just get beat. You know what I mean? Like, shit happens.
Do you think it's sometimes easier for folk to, like, BJ Penn's probably the poster child of that, a guy that was a legend who's kind of lost a bit of that legacy, hasn't he? With bouncing up and down and getting
I think it makes
losses.
It worse as well, though. I end up in the exact same position he's in.
Where
he has bounced up and down, now he's mush.
No, it is.
It makes the position worse.
Absolutely. It just messes with your body, cutting up and down. But anyway, we're getting off what we're obviously what to talk about. We've got a couple of fights lined up. So obviously, Kieran, you're going to be fighting Aaron Towns. That's for the amateur bantamweight belt. So I'm assuming you obviously know Aaron. He's quite a familiar guy around about the amateur scene. He fought recently. That was Art of Combat.
He's fought since as well.
He's fought again, so he's obviously active.
The kid's active, which is cool to see. He fought one of my mates actually. He fought a kid that used to train with Reese last, so I went to the fight. And I'd actually heard the week before I went to that fight that I'd been matched with him, but I hadn't said to him, I just didn't want to put Reese off or fucking, I don't know, jinx anything or whatever. Or just also I didn't know if Aaron was going to get out of that fight uninjured or whatever, so I just kept it under my hat kinda. So I went to watch just to see how he looked, and I've trained with Reese, and I thought was what was going to happen would happen. Maybe not the way it happened, but I had Reese winning that fight all day. So I've had like good sparring partners up here for him. A couple of guys that have done the same style of kickboxing. Obviously we've got like Callum Murray as well, who's kind of that sort of sideways on stance. Like, training camp's been good. I think like I say, fair play to him. He fought like a week after he lost to Reese. But I think the kid that he fought wasn't the best. I think he put him away in the first bit of triangle. But in general, Aaron's a good fighter, and also I'll give him his due. Like, just with the record and the grappling and stuff, when you offer me, a lot of guys don't want it, and as far as I know, he was like, I'll fight him. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is all you can ask for, really. So I'm excited for it, man.
That's it. I suppose if the guys want to get in there
no, definitely, as I say, he's active. He's fought like Reese is a tough fight as well, so he's obviously up for it, trains hard. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be a good fight.
Does it give you a sense of confidence going into a fight like this? So we just some of the names you've mentioned there, just like Callum Murray, you've got guys like that you're training with day in, day out. Does that give you confidence then when you're going into a fight against, for example, obviously Aaron? I
am like I'm going to sound like a dick, but I'm pretty confident in general anyway. I don't really like get nervous about fights. It's just a fight, like I just said. Like, I'm doing everything in my power to win it. I'm training hard. I'm not saying it's just a fight like I don't care, but I'm not one of these guys that's fucking cowering in the back before they go out, having to get forced to go out. It's not really my bag, that. I think I competed so much at jiu-jitsu, I just see it's competing. It's just like time to go. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty chill with it. So that's like obviously having the good sparring partners, training partners is a difference. Like, I know that I've seen that style and I can deal with that style. So everything's gone good for this fight, this camp.
And just something you said there, that's again something that adds to the confidence that you feel you're doing everything you can be doing.
I know I'm doing everything. Like, even if I wasn't fighting, I'd be doing everything I could be doing. Like I say, I fought in September or something, so I've been basically in camp since July, and even before that, for all I wasn't fighting, like the same as Mark, we're in every day, whether we're fighting or no, we're here. Like, we've barely missed a beat all year. Like, we've been in camp since, when did you join? January? Mate, we've been in a camp since January. The only difference is we're dieting harder now. Like, that's just how it is here with that core wee team that, like, I know, like Mark's going to be in, Kier's going to be in, like, there's guys that you know are going to be here year round training. You know what I mean? So, and that's kind of just how I've always been with jiu-jitsu and MMA. So it's just kind of every day for me. Like, it's just normal. As I say, the difference is I take some of the calories out. That's literally that, mate.
The worst bit.
That's it.
And obviously, Mark, you're fighting as well. Now I need to check the name because I might mess this up. So you're fighting a gentleman from Sweden. I believe he's 12-6 from what I know, and it's Karim Al Jabari. So he wasn't who you were slated to fight, obviously, initially. You were initially slated to fight James Bunton. Again, obviously the fight didn't materialise. With regards to just quickly on James, is that a fight now that you feel is done? You won't be looking for that again then?
There's no chance I'll be fighting James, man. That's his second time he's pulled out this year. I was supposed to fight him in March. He pulled out, and then another Polish guy jumped in, stepped up. So, and then I got March to fight him there, and he's pulled out again. So I'm not even going to entertain anybody for that team or
so
that.
The other thing as well, you've obviously got a gentleman coming here from Sweden. It's an international opponent, and does that kind of get you? Does that change anything at all? Does it get you a bit more up for it that you're getting to fight somebody that's international as opposed to maybe a local guy?
I've told you this before, mate. I just focus on myself, focus on my team, try to be the best I can be. Constantly, like I said, constantly in here, just trying to get better training. There isn't a fight camp. This is all year round, just trying to get better. So when it comes to fighting, man, I'm not looking past them, but I'm not focusing on them either. I'm just training hard and trying to be the best version of myself possible.
And do you think that's an important thing now, obviously for both of you? Obviously you're fighting at amateur at the moment, but you seem to be approaching this, you're approaching it professionally. Is that something that you feel changed as well over the years, where maybe the amateur levels in Scotland, guys like yourself are now approaching it in a professional manner?
I think me and Kieran are on the cusp of going pro anyway, so we've been looking at it like that for a bit anyway. I think you need to look at it like that. You need to have that professional mindset in order to go far in the sport anyway.
I think there's a disparity in amateur as well. There's nobody controlling it. I'm not going to name names, but there's amateurs that are ranked rotten. They've fought, they shouldn't be fighting. There's gyms that are putting guys out that shouldn't be fighting. Like, there's a golfer difference between, say, me and Mark and a guy that's fighting fucking white collar. It's just a difference. It's a completely different thing. Like, we're like fucking 6-7 days a week, dieting full time, training full time. Like, I think there's just as big a difference for low level amateur, like high level amateur, as there is for like amateur to pro sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Like, you watch like guys like me and Mark fighting, and some of the other guys that'll maybe like, and they need to start somewhere, but they'll debut. It's a golfer difference. It's a completely different thing they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Which is why when I see guys that are like fucking 0-1 getting matched against guys that have had 10 fights, I'm like, shocking. Do you know what I mean? I think it's even worse at amateur than it is at pro.
It's one of the things that goes on. It's what can you do? You can voice your concerns about opinions, but
there's nobody to control it.
It's not got to happen. Promoters are going to try and fill cards, especially amateur late. But it's just something. But I guess as well, with the way you're approaching things, I guess you've got to see longevity with using. I guess the best are always going to rise to the top in the sport, and I'm assuming that's how you feel as well.
Aye, I think all the guys that are already there done this when they were at amateur as well. Like you said, like, I don't think it's so much that the amateurs changing. I think there's always just like a couple of guys for every country or every scene that are serious about it, want to do it and want to chase it, and only just doing it to tell them it's a fight in Grangemouth. Or, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bigger, like he said, he's not looking past the guy, but it's a bigger goal than fucking having some shite title. Do you know what I mean? Like,
few fights in the pictures.
It's not what it's about. Like, it's a lifestyle. As I say, we're here, like, I mean, literally Mark's been here, joined in January, I joined I think last December, and we're here every day pretty much since. Like, I can bet on him being here. I know his timetable as well as he knows mine. Like, if I come in and Mark's not here, I'm like, where the fuck is he? And it's not just him, there's loads of guys like that here. Like, that's just how it is. It's a full lifestyle. It's not just I'm in camp, I would need to go to the gym.
That's what separates us, I think, for everybody else, and that's why we're going to go far, because of the mentality and the work ethic, man. That's what separates us.
Does it help as well that you've got guys in the gym that are fighting at the top level at the moment? They're fighting in the Champions League of the sport. Does that help? You can learn for the guys as well.
Aye, obviously they're always in as well, but like Kieran said, there's a clique of guys that you know there's always going to be in the gym, and they guys push you. So you know they're always going to be in. It motivates you to be in, so you're kind of always in here, just working together, getting better in it.
Is that one of the things that maybe attracted you to coming to the gym, that you knew the sort of talent level of the bodies that were in here that maybe isn't available in every gym round about the country?
It was all about the fight team and the head coach. That's what I came here for. I knew, because we were going to a gym and there was like maybe two guys turning up, and you're like, this is shit. I mean, how can you get ready for a fight with two guys and you've got one guy just sparring back and forth, and then he starts to learn what you're going to do and shit back like that, back and forth. So when you come up here, man, there's different guys, different bodies constantly, and everyone's always in. Everyone's always pushing each other, so that's what I love about here. And the head coach is obviously there. All the classes are structured and detailed, and suited to you.
does it feel like now, obviously since you joined in January with Kier, does it feel like you've been in here for that long now?
Starting to feel like home now, man. I'm really enjoying it up here.
And with regards to your development as a fighter, when you look at the Mark Ewen that walked in January versus the Mark Ewen that's going to walk out in November 2nd,
different. It's ridiculous, man. Same with Kier as well. I've world the difference.
Made mad improvements up here, especially in the grappling and wrestling aspect, man.
Definitely,
really took that.
That is one of the big things as well, because there's a lot of solid grapplers and obviously you've got really good wrestlers on here as well. Was that an area you specifically wanted to focus on?
Not really, but it's something that I've picked up and started to really enjoy. That I love wrestling now, man. That's one of my favourite classes, coming in here and just wrestling hard. Fucking love it. But
you've seen it in Kier's last fight as well. He's never wrestled like that before. You know what I mean? Like his stuff was clean. It barely mattered. I don't think he missed a takedown, did he?
Mad.
I mean, he was just nailing him, like constant.
What was that fight like to watch? I heard there was a good bit of verbals in it.
Some back and forth with that with Kev Loban. Like,
he's obviously he's definitely a game guy.
He was getting scudded and that, and he's gone like trying to hit Kieran on his back, man. What a nutcase that cunt was.
So was it? I unfortunately didn't get to. I've not seen the fight yet. So was it a fun fight to watch?
Aye, that Kev just got outclassed. That was always going to happen. Me knew that Kev was just going to go and scale him, take him down. We were hoping he was going to
get tapped, didn't he?
That's all.
That's what happened.
Keir was trying to whack him off his back, man.
Keir was on his back for fucking 80% of the fight. Like sometimes you see when you get the gloves on and off, I just hold the glove. It's almost impossible to finish a guy. It's almost impossible. But Keir looked brilliant, man. I was fucking loving it. I was up in the stands going mental.
Because Keir did one. Obviously, you were out the gates fast, and you've been quite active since you joined. Keir took his time. And obviously that seemed to work for Keir. Because it's an individual basis, and it's going to be different for every guy.
I think it was different because he was pro as well. I think there's a level that James wants the pros going at. I think it was just getting Keir a bit of wrestling and that, and you can see it worked. He's took it's January to now pretty much, and again Keir's one of the guys that's in all the time, so it's a lot of work that, like, see the work he's put in 8-9 months. It's maybe the work a normal or a running a mill fighter will put in 2 years. It's a big jump, do you know what I'm saying? Like just the hours on the mat and who he's training with, how he's training. He's quite a smart wee guy with fighting. Like, he's come on miles with, especially with the grappling.
Does it help as well then that obviously you've got James who's going to play a big part in what happens in your career? Ultimately it's a joint decision. Does it help that you've got James there guiding things and that and helping you? Is that something that's a big benefit to the fighters or the fight team that's in here, having James steering the ship almost?
100%. Obviously he's got guys to the UFC already, so he knows what it takes to get guys to the UFC. He's had world champions, so he knows what it takes to be a world champion. It's good to have him there guiding us in that path.
One of the things I find about James as well is he's just like fucking easy to be around. He's not stressful, do you know what I mean? Like I think he knows how to deal with folk well. And like he says, he's had world champions to this and that, but he also knows, like, you need to deal with me different for you deal with Mark, you need to deal with me different for you deal with Fee or whoever it might be. Like, every fighter's different, and sometimes I think certain coaches can't man manage well, whereas I feel like James really good at like dealing with, right, maybe they need push, maybe they need to be fighting more or less, or do you know what I mean? Like, he kind of on a individual basis as opposed to painting by numbers. I'm not talking about technically, I'm just talking about how he treats people and like sort of how he guides you, like you say. Like, he's kind of like, it's all tailored to you. Like you say, Keir's path was slightly different to Mark's path, but they're both getting to where they need to be. It's not like you don't get flung on the heap. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what James does well. He's just kind of, he's there, but he's not like it's not about him. He's not like he's not the show. Do you know what I mean? It makes it about the fighter and the fighters, which is it's cool to have a coach like that. Like, he's just easy to be around. Do you know what I mean? And I'm
assuming it helps as well that, you know, James has been in there, James has done it. He's fought internationally, he's fought around. So is that something, when you're looking at a coach, know every coach has done that, do you think that benefits a coach that you, or benefits you, knowing that the coach has been in there, he's fought a really high level, he's fought across the world as well, and
he's done all that just to gather experience to be a coach. So that's a massive difference.
That is a big thing, because he does speak about that when he fought, that it was ultimately, he always knew he was going to be a coach, because I guess coaching's not for everybody, but certainly seems to have served him well so far.
Yeah.
Especially at the facilities you've got now. You've got really good facility to train at. I mean, the best in the country.
By far.
Definitely. And just mentioning things like saunas and stuff like that on hand, that must be a great thing. Just recovery and stuff like that as well.
See, even just simply mat space. See, like one of the worst things in any gym I've ever been in is mat space. Like people falling over each other. Like most injuries I find happen when somebody falls into you. Or it's just space here. Like the fight team sessions are fighters as well. So like you get like room to spar, you get room to train. It's about the fighter. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we'll pack 100 people on the mat and hope it doesn't nobody gets injured. So the facility's brilliant, man. Like even just getting like good shower after training, simple stuff. Simple stuff in it.
I bet that helps if you're car sharing and you've got a bit of distance to go. No, that's great. And obviously, especially as you've spoken about pro, is that something you are looking at pretty soon, or?
Like you said, we need to speak to James. Like he's guiding us.
So he's obviously in Singapore at the moment. So he'll be back obviously for you guys, or going out to Grangemouth to fight. So what was it? 5 guys we've got in the card then?
5,
is it 2 debuts? Kevin, Stephen, 2 debuts. They're both like good.
Is Lino fighting in the card as well?
No, Coonley's took his fight.
Oh, aye, that's right.
Coonley's took his fight. I think he had some sort of wee injury or whatever. I'm not really sure. So big Coonley's. I think that's a title fight now. Is that right?
I think so.
I think so, mate. So I think he's got a title fight as well. You and me, is that it? It's Big Shot Graham, but he's kind of trained between the grip.
Is he going to main event it?
I believe he's main eventing Thai rules and Thai gloves.
Is it Thai? Is it an okay one? No,
I thought it was, mate.
I saw it because I saw that was the main event. But I wasn't quite sure because you know sometimes you get
that Tony Mustard's fight in Rab Tuesday. I think that might be the main event. That might be the MMA main event.
Because Rab, he just fought out in Holland and won.
Right, I've seen that.
Tony's, I think the last time I seen Tony fight was in Bellator Newcastle. It's a bit of a weird fight where he fought a big massive dude. That dude looked like I won't say anything else, but he looked massive. And I think Tony hurt his hand, but they rematched that one. That'll be good.
He just fought there and on that MTK show that we were doing for Justin. I never seen a fight, but I knew he was in the card.
It's good as well because a lot of times in some of the more regional cards you'll get heavyweight fights, but you don't always get a great level of fight. That sounds like it'll be a good fight. Obviously Rab coming back, and I know he trains a lot with Mop.
Craig Mop.
I don't really know him that well, but as far as I know, he's kind of been around for years training.
Like
I think he was fighting way before I was even training, so I think he's been around for a long time. I think he's pretty well respected.
And I noticed as well, was Budo's where you made your debut?
It was around this time of year as well. One of my memories the other day was the fight. So I made my debut against some English kid. Tapped him in the first round, but it was a good time.
I noticed as well on that card, Luke Shanks made his pro debut in that card as well.
I didn't know that, mate.
Same card. Same card.
Is that kid's that trains with Mark?
It was Gary Priestley. Gary Priestley. So Luke made his debut in that as well. That, obviously Luke's up here as well. I think his gym name's Shagger now, is it?
I think he gave his cell that name.
Did he give his cell it?
It's only him and Stephen that call each other that.
Oh well. So him and Stephen are calling each other Shagger.
Mate, some boys, they two are fucking thick as thieves, aren't they? The Edinburgh crew. I looked on obviously pretty well on his fight against Petra Menga. What did you think of that?
That was great to watch.
It was cool to see, man. I think Luke done what Luke does. He just came out hard and fast. He's hard to deal with it. Like people that just come at you like that. And I've trained with Menga. I know he's good. Do you know what I mean? I've trained with both of them. I know both of them are good. So I was looking forward to it. And I'll be honest, I was a bit surprised how easily he moved him backwards. Like he was just like, but he bossed the whole fight. To be fair,
do you think Menga get a bit caught off guard with that?
I think you can call it caught off guard, but it's what he does well. Like that's a game plan. It's not like I don't want to say, Menga got caught off guard. Like if he didn't, he wouldn't have done that to him.
Aye.
But like you see it in here. Look, does that to guys double his weight? That's what he does. He moves forward and he's wild. He's hard to deal with, man. It's like fighting a ferret or something. Like he's just coming at you. Like there's not a lot of dancing around with you. Look, he's trying to hurt you.
That's potentially a new name for Luke. Maybe replace Shagger. So the other thing we go in the day is we get a few questions in for these. So we'll go through some of the questions we get in. I think I'll come to the first one, which is for John McElroy. So John was wanting to know when you were getting a ring for free. So
just a far background, John McElroy's a boy for the grip, and I think he's been engaged 7 times. I think he's been married 4 times.
Right.
So I'll not be taking any engagement advice off Mad John.
So he's not the best person to go to.
Nah, you'll see him DJing fight shows, usually tripping out his box somewhere. So no, I don't think I'll be taking any advice off Mad John.
And we'd sort of another question it's not a similar one, but it is regarding fees as well for Nimi. Nimi was wanting to know what it was like for you. Obviously, your partner's a fighter, you're training at the same gym, you're going home together, so a lot of the same stuff you're experiencing day to day. So what's that like for you?
To be honest, it's good. She's just one of the team. Like when we're in here, it's no like we're no pure couple in here, but I think also it's all good things, to be honest. Like I know a lot of the boys up here get their heads nipped off their partners, or like if they're training too much, or like if I'm cutting weight, she's done it. She knows it sucks. She does not want to go for a fucking Nando's on a Saturday night. She understands. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I find it makes it easier. There is always that wee thing when she's on the mat and I'm on the mat. I find sometimes I'm keeping an eye out on her, but that's just natural. But I do that with other teammates as well, like maybe younger boys or like guys that maybe aren't as good. So it's all pretty positive stuff. Like she understands a lot more than other folk would about how hard it is, and also like see if I want to go to the gym, she's like fucking here before me. Like she's not like nagging me not to go. She's normally nagging me to go. She's like, fuck. I mean, how often is she here? I get another one of that wee call that's here week in, week out, like just constantly. So it's all positive, to be honest, man.
Does it help then for just almost like a support system as well, that you can speak to each other about stuff that's gym related?
No, definitely. Everything, even just watching fights at the weekend. If I want to watch UFC, it's not a big deal. She watches it. Like most guys are like, oh, I want to go watch a football this weekend, and it's a big deal. Like we're pretty much we enjoy the exact same stuff. She understands, like as I say, the cut. She understands how to act around fight week. Like a lot of folk don't. Even my parents and that, like they try their best, but sometimes I'll nip the head off them when I'm in the house because they're trying to give me a fucking Jaffa cake fight week. But do you know what I'm saying? Like she understands, and it's not their fault, but it's just good and easy to have somebody that's tuned in like that. It's just easy to be around. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. And we had another question come in from Back to Balance. This one's for you, Mark. So I understand you were recently at a DDP yoga class. So they were wanting to know how the class was and if it's something you would implement in the future.
I fairly enjoyed it. It was good. Got a good stretch and that. It was one of the taster sessions. I missed the first one. I tried to make that. I missed that. So I think it was last week, but I fairly enjoyed it. It was good. I wouldn't mind implementing that to my
Was it hard?
Usual training. Not really hard, I'd say, but it wasn't hard, but I enjoyed it.
It's maybe not hard for you.
It's getting a good stretch, because
I'm pretty sure
sometimes I'm disappointed enough to stretch after a session, but so the yoga was good to get a good stretch and move a bit.
Perfect. Let's see what else we had. One in, this is kind of for Bethy, so this is from Mr. Keir Harvey. So he wants to know what the future holds for you in the next 6 to 12 months. Mystic Meg time.
6 to 12 months. Hoping maybe to go pro at the start of the next year, and hopefully just stay active as fuck, man. Try and get as much fights, and obviously try and get to these big shows, man.
Aye.
Hopefully.
I guess is that a thing as well, because you're seeing some of the big shows. Obviously Bellator are the one that are doing the most in the year. Obviously you've always got Cage Warriors, but you're seeing some guys going into Bellator, and it's not necessarily you need to have 10, 12 pro fights in there. If you're good enough and you get a few pro fights under your belt, and I guess if your coach thinks you're ready as well, the opportunities seem to be there at the minute.
I've seen guys debuting on Bellator. If Bellator come to Scotland, I'll be on that card 100%. Let's hope they do.
They've obviously got Chris Bungard on there. They've signed Rob Whiteford, and I know for a fact, because I asked David Green if they were going to do Bellator Glasgow. He said they were going to do it, but obviously didn't say a time.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
It's one of the ones.
Hopefully, yeah.
You kind of hope that they look at Dublin. They've got a good thing going out there, and absolutely no reason why they can't get the same thing here.
100%.
And for yourself, then, what do you think?
Like I said earlier, man, 6 months, 12 months, I'll be in here doing the same thing I'm doing now. Nothing changes. Well, like win, lose or draw fights, I'm here training day out, day in. I'll be here. Hopefully, will definitely go on pro some point next year. But I'm not one of these guys that's like, I need to change this, I need to change that, because I'm doing everything I can be doing in my power now. I just keep need to tick away and you get there. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just get better bit by bit, keep training. Pretty simple, man. Show up and train. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I've always been with. Like,
so it's just having the right attitude, and I guess there's a belief there that the opportunities are going to come at some point.
They come for a reason, because like I say, we're in here all the time. So after this fight, I'll take however long off, a day or two. I'll come back in, I'll keep training, get another fight, and I'll rinse and repeat until I'm on one of these shows. And nothing changes because it's an amateur fight, or because it's Budo, or because it's a title fight, or like Mark says, you don't look by MD, but it's like Stevie was in camp there, and me and Mark and everybody else is doing the same camp he was doing. He's fighting co-main event in Singapore. We're just fighting on a different show. It's just the same thing, man. You just eventually get to that level, you know what I mean? So hopefully next year we're at that level.
It definitely does help. It seems like there's plenty of opportunities coming about, and Bellator obviously pushing in Europe certainly helps. They seem to be a good avenue for guys, obviously financially as well, but I think every fighter's different. Some guys will look at it financially, other guys will look at it. Some guys hold the UFC in a pedestal. Where sort of do you sit on that?
For me, the UFC is where it's at, but it's good to see other shows competing with that. I think especially in Europe, because like the UFC will do their European shows, but they're always B-class shows. Usually, at least, there's normally one or two good fighters on it. But it's cool to see Bellator actually putting a wee bit of effort in. Over here to an extent. In Cage Warriors the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's good that there's options. I think MD saying that the UFC is not the top tier's ludicrous. I think that's the A class, and I think everything else is the B class.
I'd agree. I think if you want to be the best, you need to be on the UFC.
I think where there's sort of an opportunity. This is just coming from a pure fan point of view. The UFC, with some of their cards, are a bit light at the minute. Not all of them, just some of them. And sometimes getting people to stay up quite late for the cards, it doesn't happen. So it feels like there might be a wee window for Bellator, because they're putting on a lot of European shows, so they're on at a good time. So there might be a window for Bellator to grow, but UFC is always going to have that, the three letters it's always going to be.
No, people watch Bellator. I've heard a few guys say, like, just casual fans asking me about it, and I'm almost shocked. I'm like, fuck, they know that it's not just the UFC anymore. Like, as getting there, I think it's still the UFC's get the best roster. I think they put out the best promotion. I think as far as like a whole package as a show, it's the best show. But I do think it's good. As I say, like, I would almost say that Bellator are doing more, especially in the UK, than the UFC are, though. They're pushing their product more here. But as far as like the big stage, it's the UFC.
Channel 5's a big thing as well, because it's free on telly. You can flick it. The only thing Bellator needs to sort out is this fucking
16
Channel 5 to Sky Sports Madness, to Channel 5 to go out and hold up the aerial and fund the other fight. If they can get that sorted out.
They fucked up that last one at Dublin.
I
mean, they fucked that up, man.
Henderson fought at like 2 a.m. or something. And you couldn't find it. It's
kind of, it's weird. I think they should just stick with their European fight cards. Just put it in Channel 5. You're going to get more eyeballs that way, and ultimately it's good for everybody. It's good for folk media, it's good for fighters, coaches. The more people that get involved and the more people are interested, the better. Ultimately, so it's good to have healthy competition in Europe.
Definitely, man.
I like what they're doing with these Grand Prix and all. They've obviously done the heavyweight one, they're doing now with the featherweight and welterweight one, so it's good to see that.
That KSW are massive as well. They're huge. They just done a London show. They're fucking giant. They're selling arenas in Poland.
De Vries has moved there. He obviously was in the UFC early, and he's loving it out there and doing really well. And
I've heard decent things about Brave as well. There's like a load of options. A load of options just now, man.
So you've got, I mean, the one I'd like to see really make a push is One FC, because they are. I mean, their numbers are insane. Viewing figures, obviously, but people in Europe and maybe North America are a wee bit ignorant to it. But they've got some good guys there, and that's been shown with how tough Mighty Mouse's fights have been. Alvarez is a rough time, and Christ, what's his name? Sage
Northcutt,
had
he got sparked. Oh,
that was a terrible that wasn't a good fight from him, because the guy who was going in there is a top level kickboxer.
And he fights kickboxing on one championships.
And it was in a boxing ring as well.
He was fucking giant as well. Is he size of the guy?
Huge guy.
Fuck it,
he was massive.
That's kind of shit that makes you go back to college and reevaluate.
See the X-ray skull and that after.
Aye, it's bad, man. But it's good to see that many good promotions out there. Obviously, UFC as well. There's tons of options. I don't think for example, I don't see any reason why you couldn't go to Bellator and then go to the UFC.
Oh no, I don't think you need to pick one. You're not like fucking. It's not like picking a university team.
Aye,
do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, especially a lot of these promotions are signing guys for 1 fight contracts, 2 fight contracts. So it's not like you're signing up your life away.
Aye.
I think there's already been quite a lot of interchange between the promotions, like you say. Like, UFC guys got to one guy's got to UFC, whatever it might be. I think if there's enough interest in the fighter, they get to go where they're wanted.
Oh, listen, if Askren can get into the UFC, it opens the door for Andy. Exactly. Let's be honest. I mean, that shit rumbled on for years. I know, that was... See, I was going to say took it in the chin, which he definitely did take it in the chin, but if you're going to take a devastating loss like that, the way he handled it was probably just go, look, it happened. I get fucking sparked senseless. I don't think MD's seen that coming in.
Nah. See him coming out. Masvidal, man, he's a fucking boy. Like,
he's got that attitude about him, because obviously they don't advise you to punch guys off that's not in the cage, but that was the best thing he done for his career. Obviously, with Leon Edwards. He obviously punched him. That elevated his career to the point where they've got what's your thoughts on the BMF belt? Honest
thoughts? There's a lot of shite.
I think it's stupid. I know, it's like fucking WWE or something.
I think they've already added too many. Fucking interim this, interim that. I think giving guys 2 and 3 belts at a time. I'm a big fan of 1 belt, 1 guy. Like, I think it keeps the divisions moving. It doesn't hold divisions up. I think it means that I feel like every event is a title now. And they just don't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's very few belts that I'm like, right, that belt, if you win that, it's a big deal. Do you know what I mean? There's very few that are in the moving hands a lot, or there's 2 interims out there at the same time. Or
what they really need to do is
go back to making super fights now.
Just go back to if you're doing the belt system, go back to how it was. If you're injured for over a year, they create an interim. Otherwise, you don't create an interim. Don't create a BMF belt. Let's look at a 165 division.
Yeah.
Or look at.
They'll announce it as the undisputed champion, but it's not.
Aye.
Because they're fighting the guy with the interim belt.
Because we've got that situation with Colby and obviously Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
Colby Covington is obviously a really good fighter, but his stick is
a helmet.
It's a wee bit cringy. It's kind of.
It's a good fighter, but a total knob, isn't he?
I actually watched his last fight in the car on the way back up for my last fight. I was fucking super impressed. I didn't expect him to look that good. He was excellent in his last fight. He looked like stupid good. We were all like me, James, Justin. We were on the car and we were all, holy fuck, how good does he look? It was ridiculous how good he looked.
The problem with that style of trash talk is Kobe's always been a good fighter. So I remember watching him before all the make America great again, all that sort of stuff he's coming out with, and that sort of trash talk definitely it's working because it's propelled him through his career. So I guess that's just it's kind of that entertainment part of the sport. It is there. It's not going to go away, and especially for casual fans and that. It seems
I think he's trying a bit too hard though, Kobe.
Could be worse. Henry Cejudo's pushing it a wee bit harder.
I avoid his interviews, but if he's fighting, I'm watching. You know what I mean? Like, technically, he's like just a great fighter. There's nothing to not like about him.
Aye.
He grinds hard as well. He goes hard as fuck for 5 rounds.
So, take it you missed what you said about Dana White then?
I just don't watch any. I pretty much don't watch any shit anymore.
He said he wouldn't let Dana White put the belt on him. If he tried, he would slap him with the belt. It's not going to happen, obviously. It's not going to happen, obviously, but no, some of the interviews are they're hard to watch, they're cringy, but people are tuning in and watching.
No, definitely. It's just for me, I'm like, man, I've not got the headspace for that.
Aye.
You know what I mean? I watch him fight, but I just don't care what his opinions are on immigration.
Aye. I don't know if MD cares about that, to be fair. Ultimately, if you're going to talk that, but you need to have something to offer in the cage.
Yeah.
Because you take all the trash talk, all that stuff away from it, it boils down to what you do in the cage. You've got to be able to back it up, you've got to be able to fight.
I think his style's similar towards towards Kamaru Usman's. Kind of the same kind of fighter, but Kamaru doesn't talk hundreds of shite. it's prefer Kamara, like.
I know he doesn't. Kamara's got that swagger about him, though, hasn't he? Which isn't a bad thing. You kind of need to that. Aye, it's they're very similar in terms of their striking.
I feel like the volume of Kobe's through the roof.
Aye,
like it's just
like pressure,
fucking insane, man. Like,
I mean,
Usman's loading up, not loading up, but I feel like he actually hits like big shots. I feel like Kobe's like death by 1,000 cuts. Do you know what I mean? He's just there in your face. Like, it's almost like a technical Diaz. You're just like, you want to fucking leave me alone for 2 seconds of this fight.
How difficult that is if you have sparred with or been in there with guys that are like that, even in your training, that just are on your little clue constantly. You can't get them off. How frustrating.
Mate, he's like that, man.
Yeah.
Aye,
when he stands in front of you, man, keeps
look,
walking
Shanks
forward
again as well.
He's
like,
always shooting and you're fucking like, half me, mate, give me a
aye, like,
on you like glue.
everybody's got different styles, obviously, but like a lot of guys just struggle with that. Like I feel like if you've got good pressure, you can win 90% of fights. Like just with pressure, it doesn't even need to be intelligent pressure.
Aye.
You see guys literally just like Gaethje, like he's great, but he's walking at people.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's tough as fuck, so he can do that. But a lot of the time, like just being there and being somebody's face is enough. Like just because somebody's in the UFC doesn't mean they're a fighter. Or in Bellator or whatever, like guys will break under that. They might want to go in there and fucking play pity patty and technically spar almost, but some guys just aren't having that with you.
Gaethje's got that mentality as well that no everybody's got. He's openly says, look, either you're getting knocked out or am I, and I'm willing to play that. He's willing to play that game with you, and he's got that one weapon. They see the low leg kicks for the distance he throws them at as well. They think they're nasty. He's an exciting fighter to watch, and I guess one of the exciting things is, you know, he can get knocked out, but he's willing to go through the fire, and basically push himself. We had one other question come in again. This was for you, Mark. This was for Nimi, so let me see if I've wrote this down right. So basically he's saying you won Amateur Fighter of the Year last year. So how do you feel the gym move then has helped you going forward, especially aiming to your pro career?
Like I was saying earlier, man, the improvements I've made up here are drastic, man. I feel like the fighter that I was when I first came here would get smoked by the fighter I am now, like especially in the wrestling and grappling department, like just elevated so much.
Is there almost
a few months?
Aye. Is there an excitement then for you to get in the cage and just because you're about to show? Are you? I guess both of you are like you want to get in there when you add new things to your game and you feel like you've developed. Is that an excitement to get in there and just show everything off?
Watch my fight 2nd of November, man. I'm going to show the fucking world like this is going to be sick. I can't wait to show what I've learned and how much I've improved, man.
It was overnight as well. Like at one point, I would have said, "Oh, Mark's a good striker." And then literally overnight you were just in there wrestling. Like I watch him wrestle with the guys that are the wrestlers in the team, and it's at his own weight. Guys are pros, are bigger. It's not. I'm not saying he's smoking them, but he's there. Do you know what I mean? And it wasn't like that at first, but it was overnight, mate. You just it was like, fuck, Mark's learned how to wrestle, shit. You know what I mean? It was like that, man. That's how it felt.
Aye.
Like even for me, I don't train with him too much because he is a bit bigger, but when we're there, I was like, well, fuck, he's learned how to wrestle.
Aye.
That's me having a tough time now. Do you know what I mean?
It'd be good to see the improvements I've made and let everybody see it when I do fight.
Especially the last fight was like 17 seconds.
I was like fucking under a minute, man, so fuck. No one really got to see the wrestling.
The quick knockouts are good, but like you say, you're what to show off. And the other thing as well, how it must have a big impact in your striking. See, having that wrestling there, how much did that opens you up in your striking? Is it just make you a bit more loose and just...
I think so, definitely, because you can start faking your shoots and that wrestle, tire some do it, and then when you start striking, knock guys right out, man.
Well, I'll be looking forward to the fight to see the improvement. It's one thing, you're definitely an exciting fighter. You're a fighter I enjoy watching. And we'll see. Do we get to see past 17 seconds in the next one? Do you think?
100%. I'll show you a bit of wrestling. I'll show you a bit of grappling, and I'll knock him out.
But it's just one of the things, isn't it? How important the wrestling is. It's, I mean, for most people, you'll hear like the likes of Joe Rogan and coaches talking about wrestling being it's like the key to the game. It lets you control where everything happens and where it takes place, so you can. Do you feel that wrestling is probably one of the most important parts of the game?
I think you need to have two of the three. So yeah, like two of the three. When I say like either grappling, wrestling, and striking, I think you need to be good at two of them. And if your wrestling's absolutely terrible, you better have a decent guard. Do you know what I mean? Like there's got to be something. I think a lot of, especially amateurs, are average at one thing and terrible at other things. I think like just being up here made me well rounded. Like my striking was okay. It was, but for like. defensively it was pretty terrible. I didn't move my head. I was super tall. Like a lot of stuff for me has been just in the same side as Mark. Like he's came up here just rounded me out more than anything, I feel like. And I think like that's the difference. It's not like we're in here fucking wrestling like we're at college. It's not that style of wrestling. It's MMA wrestling. Like like you said, it opens up your strikes, or vice versa. My takedown attempts might open up my striking. Like everything here is geared towards MMA, and it's geared towards MMA's its own style now. You know what I mean? There's MMA wrestling. You see guys that are better wrestlers getting beat by guys in MMA who are better MMA wrestlers. It's a different thing. It's not the you need to watch your neck, you need to watch your arms. Like these high school wrestlers don't train that. I've trained with guys that wrestled at college, and they're getting guillotined all over the place because it's not an option in wrestling. And I think like people forget that. Like it's MMA wrestling.
Aye.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's good up here is just everything's well rounded now. Like all the sessions are geared towards MMA as opposed to like tonight we're wrestling and tomorrow we're going to be doing fucking spider guard. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just for MMA everything pretty much.
As the counter to really good wrestlers in the UFC, if you can keep, for example, like say Askren, nobody was ever able to do it before, and we obviously didn't completely see it against Masvidal, but a guy like Askren, if you can stop him for getting you down, you can keep it in the feet.
The game's done.
Because he's well, I mean, let's be completely honest, but he's striking, it's pretty terrible. But it's just an important part, and it's obviously something that a lot of people, especially in the UK, because we were always not known for, or fighters were not known for their wrestling, it seems to be something that's been addressed over the years. And so that's us with all the questions, but there's a few other things I wanted to talk about. We had some fights at the weekend, so we obviously had Weidman and Reyes. Weidman, once one of the best middleweights in the world, him and Luke Rockhold, and obviously he's moved up a weight class and it didn't really go great, let's be honest. What did you think about Weidman's performance?
I think he needs to call it a day.
I was about to say the exact same thing, mate. I don't think it was just that performance. I think since that Rockhold fight, it's been a slide. I think he's been making bad decisions. Like, fuck, you see that? See when he spun in that Rockhold fight? I've never spun since. I swear to God, I've never spun since.
Because he was winning that fight.
It just gets you in the shit if you're no, like, it gets you in the shit if you're no elite. And he's not an elite striker. He's he's like an MMA striker. I'm not saying he's got bad hands or anything. No, obviously he's a good fighter, but it's no fucking kickboxing, man. And I just feel like he's been on a massive slide since then, mentally and physically. I think that the jaw's away as well. Plus he wrestles all the way through his childhood. Like we're only seeing his fights, but there's a lot of miles just on the body, man. I think he needs to pack it in.
So that weight cutting into that wrestling in America as well. I mean, you're really doing your system, your endocrine system that once over. And I think it was one win since the Rockhold fight, and that was against Gastelum. Out with that, and it was just the way. I mean, credit to Reyes, it was a lovely punch and going backwards as well. It caught him and sort of
knows who convinced him to take the fight out of that. Reyes is a killer, man. It was not a good fight when you're on a slide.
Yeah, because they're talking about him in title contention. It looks like it looks potentially at light heavyweight. It looks like so sometimes it shows moving up because it didn't look good for Rockhold against Blachowicz as well.
He's the same. I think they're like 7-3 or something since they fought each other. Their combined records. It's just not good. Rockhold was like unbeatable for a while. Like I was big on Rockhold. I was like, he was like a purple belt world champion and stuff as well. He was like big on my radar, and then it just disappeared.
He just used to he had a real confidence about him. His kicks, his strike, and Everton was brilliant. And I think it was that Bisping loss. That seemed to take Everton. I don't know if it's. Do you think there's a big part of it's a confidence thing as well? See, knowing you can get knocked out, because Bisping wasn't known as a knockout artist. He's obviously got power.
I think. See, once the book's written on you as well, if you don't change it, everybody that's smart's going to copy that.
Aye.
Like take like fucking Barboza. Like he's a great fighter, but people have seen if you move him back, he's going to struggle. And if you're fighting him and you're not trying to move him back, you're a fucking mug.
Aye.
And I think the same's happening with guys like Rockhold. Like a gap gets exposed and he doesn't close it, and then everybody that's fighting him that's got a decent coach and is relatively smart themselves just exploits that gap. I think you see it with a lot of guys, like when something gets exposed, for the anyone out, everybody that fights them will fight them like that, and it's stupid naughty. I think it's happened with him and a lot of other guys as well.
it's the evolution of the sport as well. I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, say 4 or 5 years in MMA, doesn't feel like a long time, but the jumping quality and the talent of some of the best guys about it changes dramatically because it's still such a young sport.
The game's always evolving, man. You need to keep up with it. That's why we train so much, man, because the game's forever evolving. I think you need to always be on it.
And it's one of the ones you guys are at the start of your careers. So if you are recognising that at the start, that's a mindset that probably can't change.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a level of complacency that could come in once you reach that sort of pinnacle of the sport and falling down and getting back?
Yeah. I don't even know if it's just complacency, like, as I say, like like just miles on the clock. Do you know what I mean? Like he's been training since he was like Tate Weidman, for instance. He's been wrestling since he was a kid. Like it's like, see when the fights are on at the weekend, I'm buzzing to watch the fights. I'm studying them almost. I'm not just watching them. And I feel like when you've been training that long, it's hard to keep that motivation. It's hard to be interested. It's hard to physically keep up with it. There's a lot of things, I think, and I think that once you see it fall away, it just goes. I don't think there's much you can do about it. I don't think there's much he can do about that at this point. I feel like once you're on a slide, and it's really tough to bring it back. You don't see many guys do it. It's pretty rare.
No, it's very, very rare. I think probably one guy that slid a bit and then managed to was Robbie Lawler. But he's a different breed. The guy's an animal. But I mean, for guys like Weidman, it's what are you chasing? Because you've achieved the thing that everybody wants to achieve in the sport. And it just might be the time is over. It's time for the new guys.
And he's not just losing; he's getting knocked out
badly,
like dangerous,
badly for a few guys. So,
do you think there's an onus on the coaches as well to maybe just sit and say, "Listen,
they'll need to say to him,
this is it." Because once the knockouts start coming, I mean, you definitely can. The chin goes, and it's just, I guess, it's where Weidman is at the moment.
Yeah,
probably the fight that I was most excited about in the card. Was Stevens and Yair. That was kind of felt unfinished business there. Any shocks in how that fight went for you?
I've not actually watched that fight yet.
Have you managed to catch it?
I went pretty much how I thought it was going, man. Like Stevens historically can't cut the cage. He walks at you plodding. It was fun because he fights like that and Yair moves a lot. But when I looked at that style matchup, I was like, fuck, Stevens is in trouble here. Like if you plod at Yair Rodriguez, he's got to make a cunt of you. I just feel like that was what happened. Like, he doesn't cut the cage. He's dead unsubtle. He kind of just throw leaping hooks and big power, and it works sometimes, and that's how he's exciting because he's starching guys with that. Billy we spoke about earlier, like Stevens has got pressure, but it's no intelligent pressure. He's walking forward in straight lines. There's no cage cutting. There's very little angles. So I had Yair hurting him at least. I didn't know if he was going to put him away, but I thought he was going to take a cunt at him.
It got sort of close because obviously Stevens, I felt, came into it and took the third round, but I think that was purely down to Yair got him hurting really, really aggressively. He went for the finish. He almost seemed to basically almost looked like he was gassing himself out going for the finish. Do you think there's a bit you've got to be almost intelligent as a fighter in a situation like that and know who you're fighting? Because there is times whether if it's a guy you feel you can definitely, some guys you've just got to hurt them.
Tough. And if there's one thing you say about him, he's tough. And then also when you jump into that pocket and try and put him away, you're now playing into what I just spoke to, which is now you're trading with a trader. Like Yair was beating him because he was moving and cutting angles and hitting him with weird shit. But when you hurt a guy, it's kind of automatic to pounce on them. But now you're in Stevens' wheelhouse. He's just, he could close his eyes and swing and hurt you. And it's pretty much what he's doing half the time. But I'm actually, like, as far as stylistically, not the biggest fan of Yair. I don't really, like I said earlier, like somebody spins, I'm like, for fuck's sake, spins again. Do you know what I mean? I've always been like that. But,
we're throwing spinning shit.
But like, he makes it work for him. And in that matchup, I was just like, man, this is going to be trouble for Stevens. I thought that when it get matched at first. And I think it showed up.
That's how it played out.
Yeah.
But so there's a few. This weekend we've got a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of fights on. 2 Bellator shows. Obviously we've got Singapore. We've got One Fighting Championship.
I think that's in Singapore as well.
Aye,
the same night.
We've got, what else we got?
Might be a Rising.
I'm not sure if there's Rising. I think there's a CES card as well. So a lot of fights on this weekend. So we'll just quickly get your thoughts on a few of the fights across different promotions. Obviously we'll come to the UFC Singapore ones at the end. So we've got we're talking about welterweight Grand Prix. We've got the conclusion of that, Lima McDonald, £1 million and $1 million rather.
That'd be nice.
It'd be nice. Just need to pay everybody first, then you'll get a couple of quid off it. But Rory's obviously been a wee bit. Know that he's, after a Massage fight he lost, he's won some fights, and obviously the fight against Fitch. Do you see this going different to the first one? Obviously Lima really hurt, really took out to his leg and caused him a bad injury to his leg. Is the fire still there in McDonald, do you think?
I think Lima will get it. You hear Rory talking about he's not got the killer instinct anymore. When you start losing stuff like that and the mentality goes, and Lima's obviously just off a loss to Rory, he's eager to get that win back, so I think he'll win.
I've got Lima as well, mate. I think even just Rory's nose for that Lawler fight. I think he's again another fighter that's he's not declining like a Weidman, but I don't see him where he was a few years ago. And I see Lima is like right in his prime, just a killer, man. I wouldn't like to fight the cunt, so I've got Lima for that 100%.
He's ferocious as well.
He's trying to murder you with everything.
He sounds really nice now when he's talking. They've done a face-to-face interview, awkward as fuck by the way, but Lima seems like a really nice guy. He's one of the guys that just flips in the cage, and I do agree. I think it could be a bad one for McDonald because just when you look at somebody that Lawler, there's no way you have a fight like that and it doesn't take
years off your life, mate.
Masasi as well. I think they stayed him up to fight Masasi. I think that was a mistake. I don't know who advised him to do that. I don't think that was a smart fight to take for him anyway.
I feel like a lot of his Bellator runs been a bit of a shit show. He went there and was, I'm happy to be here, then it came out that he wasn't getting paid as much after saying he was going to get paid more, and he didn't have the instinct anymore. And like, just when I'm watching him and things I'm hearing for him, I'm like, fuck man, I don't know if I'm liking what I'm hearing for you in your camp and people surrounding you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't feel like he's the same guy he was, both physically or mentally, a few years ago.
If you can even 10% down on who you were against Lima, that's a bad night.
Yeah, that's for anybody.
Lima good guys in the UFC problems. Like that guy's a killer.
Definitely. He's definitely an exciting fighter to watch. Finisher, and that million. Both fighters in their interview said they weren't too focused on the money, but come on, £1 million. I'm pretty sure you're throwing a wee bit more extra on the leg kicks, and
especially when he's not getting that sponsorship money for what he's going to be getting.
Somebody tells you there's £1 million in the line, you're going to get in there and
you're going for it.
Absolutely. The other Bellator one, we've got Roy Nelson headlining against
Jesus Christ, they're fighting.
Roy Nelson against Frank Mir.
Holy fuck. Is that the Masters division?
It very well could be.
That's shocking, mate. I don't even think I'll watch that, to be honest.
I think it's going to be Nelson. I
couldn't even tell you, mate. I didn't know they're still fighting.
I'm not bothered watching
commentating.
I
really struggle with all that stuff, mate. Like, see all the
guys.
Oh man, it's not for me. That it's like watching fucking the 1990s Rangers team playing Celtic. I've got no interest in it. I'll just watch a team now.
That's fair enough. And one other guy I wanted to touch on, because it's obviously Nick Newell. Don't know much about the guy he's fighting.
I know the kid he's fighting, mate. The kid trained at Jackson's, aye.
Right, so it's Monroe.
Aye, kind of Hispanic looking dude.
Aye. First of all, we'll talk about the fact he's in there fighting a professional MMA fighter. Can you imagine how difficult that would be?
That's the guy with one arm, isn't he?
Aye. So he's got hook. So obviously he's adapted everything, but just purely for striking defence. You know what I mean? You're going to be open.
I think he's a wrestler for the get-go though, right? I think he was a wrestler growing up.
Aye.
I think he fighting a contender and lost or won.
Fought in a contender, lost. I think it was quite a bad loss.
But I mean, he's good. It's not like he's all let this kid fight because he's got one arm. The kid's a killer.
Aye.
He's good and he makes it work for himself. This sounds stupid, but there's benefit to it. He's missing a part of his arm, so the rest of him's thicker. Because he makes the same weight as you, and he's got half a limb missing, so he's a big guy for the weight class.
I've genuinely never thought of that.
There's a lot. There's a guy that wrestled with one leg and he was jacked as fuck. He's missing a big bit of his weight, man. Like it's there's obviously a lot of disadvantages, but there's a lot of advantages as well. He uses it weird, like it's kind of locked in place, and he'll hit you with the high crotches and stuff. How the fuck are you meant to train for that? You can't.
I guess just the main thing is there's going to be that in terms of the striking, in terms of, let's say, throwing a high kick or that, there's going to be areas where you can take advantage of it. But I mean, to get where he's going, and he's obviously doing really well. It is pretty amazing. Yeah. When you think how hard the sport is with 2 arms and 2 legs,
100%.
It's pretty.
In the same hand though, you see a lot of guys that, like most MMA guys aren't going like fucking here with their guard anyway. It's a loose guard.
Aye.
So I don't know how much the guard will make a difference. You still get his shoulders here, and like, if you're moving your head well, and that sort of earmuffs guard in MMA is pretty useless anyway.
With the small gloves, it's more important. Like you've said, something you've added in is head movement. Head movement is massive, and just being able to roll with punches because you don't have
there's other options that are on the. Oh, you can't put his right hand up. Put that right hand up, and I'll kick right through it anyway.
Aye.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, but anytime I've watched him, he's been impressive. A kid, man, he can wrestle like fuck.
He's making it work anyway. He's doing really
he's
well.
He's been a long time. I know he's been fighting for years now.
He's been because
he was like XFC champion and like years ago, so he's been around a long time.
You can only admire him for doing that and getting there.
Mate. Yeah.
And just lastly, we'll finish on this and then let you get out. We've spoken about it a few times in the show, but you're on. I'll get your thoughts on it. We've got UFC Singapore. We'll come to Stevie's fight in a moment. Obviously, headlining it, we've got Mr. Askren back in. I don't think he needs to worry about a flying knee this time, but he's in there against Damian Maia, arguably best grappler in the UFC. Damian Maia doesn't do anything fancy. It's all very straightforward. It's jiu-jitsu. It's super effective, and he's got a squeeze on him.
Yeah.
How do you think it's a good matchup for Askren in terms of the style?
I don't know. I'm hoping just to see a nice grappling clinic for Maia.
Aye.
Hopefully. It's one I'm going to watch and just take notes, man, because it'll be good to watch. Obviously, Askren's got the great wrestling, but Maia's also got great wrestling.
Yeah.
It'll be great. BJJ.
I've got Maia for it, man. I think he's just a wee bit more well-rounded. Like I said earlier, I feel like Maia's got like 1.5 of the 2 you need to have. Like you see him sometimes land these hands, and they're pretty clean. That's better. Is it southpaw, right? So he's kind of awkward. His left hand lands decent. He's got stuff. I feel like he's got a wee bit more than Askren, and I feel like even if Askren takes him down, he's not going to sub him.
Aye.
I doubt it highly. So maybe he'll grind out points, but grinding out points on a guy that's so sneaky is tough, man.
It's one really of the ones tough. As well. Damian Maia's not known for his striking, but he did for a while there. That's what all he focused on, and he's definitely got better striking than Askren.
100%.
I thought it was a terrible matchup for Askren. I don't think they're doing him favours because Askren's game is get you down and just roll and grind you out. But one guy you're probably that's going to be difficult to get against is Damian Maia because the ground, that's his.
I feel like he might get him down, but it's a different thing once you're down there. Like I spoke about earlier, I've trained with wrestlers that can take me down at will, but once they're down there, they're lost. A lot of them, not all of them, but. And I'm not saying he'll be lost. He's been training MMA for a long time, but he's not going to be the same level as Maia.
That's the thing. It's who you're fighting, though.
Yeah.
A lot of guys with really good top class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. Maia's a level above even that.
Yeah.
And obviously he's not known. Askren doesn't always get guys down and finish him. He'll sit on them. He'll grind them out. But that's 15. Say you spend 15 minutes down there with Maia. That's a long time to spend down there and no make one wee mistake for him to pounce on. So you both going Maia, I think, in that one.
It's a weird one, man. I don't know how it'll go, but I'll just watch it and enjoy it, man.
You see, even in some of his fights, Maia will put himself in the bottom. Like, being on the bottom's not a big deal for him. He'll pull half guard sometimes and sweep you for there. It's a different game down there with him. It's not like if he makes it a jiu-jitsu match. Like I said earlier, it's no MMA jiu-jitsu with him. You're almost just grappling with him.
Aye.
Because you've got no option. He kind of makes you play that game. And I think Askren will struggle with that.
And even the way he applies some of his chokes, he doesn't necessarily go under the chin. He likes to go over the jaw and then cut it. It's the way he chokes in, and that squeeze is that tight that he'll choke you out for that position. Where a lot of guys can't. They're just almost neck cranking. He can actually, the way he pulls in, he can put you out. And then you saw, remember Rick Story?
Rick Story's ears bled. Yeah.
Aye, and then blood passing out and that. So even that, Damian Maia's he's got that different kind of grappler.
Definitely, it's another level.
Aye, and it's for me, it's an interesting fight just purely because what it is. Because I'm wondering, Askren gets him done, then what does he do?
Aye, that's kind of where I'm at with as well.
And then obviously the fight that certainly you will be most interested in will be Stevie's fight on at a good time as well. I think it's going to be like
2 or something.
10 in the after.
That's the prelims, I think, mate.
So does the main card not start? It's 1 in the afternoon.
Aye, so
Stevie win about 2. He's co-main, I think.
Right, so co-main, but
I don't know if he is now, mate. They might have moved it again. They're moving it a lot.
See, I thought it was on at 1 p.m. in Singapore. which means you're 7 hours in front of us.
My app says 1 PM here, mate.
Right, so maybe I've just misread the app, Ryan.
Stevie put a stats up the other day saying he'll be on about 2 o'clock.
Right, that's not too bad.
Ideal,
then.
perfect, mate.
That's perfect for me. I'll need to. I'm named if work watches this. I'll need to stick out to watch the fight. Great opportunity for Stevie. Obviously, Michael Johnson, great pedigrees. He's fought the best in the lightweight division. I've kind of gave my thoughts on this fight. So, come at you guys. What do you think?
I think Stevie takes him down. Hopefully, subs him, man.
Aye.
A good fight for Stevie. Like a hard fight as well, but once he gets it done, man, it'll be great for his career.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Get him back up there anyway.
Bigger, right? He's moving up.
Aye.
Johnson moving up.
Johnson's been sort of one of the guys. He's been up and down. He's fought 145.
Yeah.
He's obviously fought predominantly 155, and he's one of the guys that moved down. Didn't work out for him. I think moving to 145 cut him too much. Johnson's definitely. Stevie's going to have the power advantage. Johnson maybe on the feet. Yeah. He maybe a bit. He'll have a speed advantage. I think in terms of the striking anyway, and obviously Stevie's seems to have he's been showing his ground game off recently. Done with Paddy Pimblett. Yeah. I actually watched that video with Stevie today. I forget who was grappling, but the guy.
Oh, the kid puts his hands behind his back.
And then he kicked him off.
He hits him with a kiss of the dragon, takes his back and subs him, and I was like, oh mate, you must feel bad, man. You must be so embarrassed. That's been shared so many times.
I just popped up today and I watched it.
Stevie's grappling's underrated, man. A lot of guys ask me about Stevie and like being a grappler, I'm like, fuck man, his grappling's underrated. He's good. He's like, and he's how strong is he?
Yeah, he's super
See when he's
strong,
like in position, he's strong as fuck. And he's got a few wee games that he's not shown in fights on the deck, like a few wee systems he's good at. Obviously, you've seen the heel hooks against Paddy. He's clued right up in the footlocks, like he's good at them. And then also like front headlock stuff and a bunch of other stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff that he's not actually had a chance to show, I would say, yet. That I think he might get a chance to show this fight, and you've been sparring with him obviously a lot more than me. He's bigger than me, so like you know exactly.
He's looking good. I think Steve's going to get this.
Big Alex, Alex was saying he was sparring with him, and I think he maybe started a wee bit slow, Alex. And
he didn't want to start slow with Stevie.
Stevie's got one gear.
Yeah, he's not yet.
Stevie's got 6th. That's about it. Mate, he starts in 6th and finishes in 5th.
How fun is that for you?
You can't play. You need to go in there on the ball. Like,
so there's no warm up. There's no
gloves. You need to be
the second time I was up here, he put me down with a body shot. Bear in mind, I'm like a 66 kilo soaking wet. Oh mate, it was the worst body shot I've ever had in my life, man. It was fucking savage.
Some power for a lightweight.
He's a big strong laddie, man. Like,
I guess when you get hot with something like that, then it makes you wary of it going forward.
It just fucking sucks, mate. MD hits you with a body shot, it sucks. Do you know what I mean? I've been hit with body shots off guys that are like first day, and you're like, oh, you can't. But Stevie hits you with it, you feel it, man. He's just a big strong lad. Do you know what I mean?
An opportunity wise for this is potential career defining fight.
Definitely, I would say so, man. 100%. I think he shines in the hard fights as well. I think I can't remember every single fight he's had, but you look at like the Lozon fight. Maybe take away the only one that I can think is the Felder fight that didn't go his way, but I feel like the harder the fight, the bigger the name Stevie sort of switches on. Or like, was it his debut? He only had like a week's notice and he switched on, and I feel like when his back's against the wall, he's got to fight, and he's fucking angry. He fights and he fights good. Do you know what I mean? Like whatever I've seen, that's when Stevie's his best, when he's got a wee bit of heat under his arse.
So James just says that sometimes with Stevie, you just need to, rather than overthink it, just let him fight.
Yeah.
Let him fight, and it's I like to say it's a massive opportunity, and just even try to put a win streak together in that division in the UFC, because that's especially when you look through that top 10, it's fucking it's nuts.
And he's still won more fights than he's lost.
Aye.
Like it's not like he's on a slide or nothing. It's just it's a big fight, and I feel like because it's a big fight, he'll show up. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like the Lozon fight again, or just any fights like that. You see him winning at the weekend and looking great again as well. Lozon just won at the weekend there, so I think he shows up when he needs to, kind of thing. And I think this will be that. It's in Singapore. He's high up the card. There's a lot of good stuff. Even for James, just chuff for James. Like, I don't know if he has co-main event, but it's cool to see his work getting paid as well. His first co-main event fight.
He's obviously my
well, it said that, but they've changed that again on the fucking app. They've put that Cyril Gane above him.
See, I'm sure the way I read it for an article I read was James and Michael were co-main.
Right.
which made sense. And it's Stevie, because Michael Johnson's a big name.
No, definitely was what I assumed, aye.
And then you had obviously Beneil Dariush and Frank Camacho as well. Again, Frank's a guy who's massive. His last fight, he's improved a lot. Beneil Dariush is. Frank Camacho, that's nuts.
Fun, mate.
He thought he's a really personable guy. He was an animal in there, but he was telling me his first pro fight he fought his uncle.
Oh really?
His fight fell through. He won. He won. So he fought his uncle. But so as far as I'm aware, I'm hoping that's the structure to keep it. You've got to be honest with it, like with Camacho and Dariush, that they'll be in their position because of Dariush and Stevie and Michael.
They'll definitely make up. It seems like that way anyway, but they seem to be pushing that heavyweight. Stevie had actually said to us that they kept changing it, so it was that Cyril Gain fight. I don't know what's happening.
I'm hoping to keep it. I'm hoping to keep it. No,
as is. Definitely. It would make more sense for the American fans as well. I feel like they'll maybe pull some numbers by having him in the co-mainer. And
I think as well the opportunity you get if he does end up in the co-main and gets a good win against Michael, you're then potentially looking at the next step, which is maybe headlining a fight night card in Europe.
Yeah.
Which is what you want to do. Hopefully,
if it goes back here, exactly, it only makes sense, doesn't it? I don't know who else. It would either be him, Joe, or Paul, wouldn't it? But he's probably get the most fights.
He's definitely getting the most fights.
Yeah, so he would make the most sense in my book at least.
So just before we actually get you off, if you want to just give a quick shout out and tell us your sponsors, that old question. If you can remember. At the moment,
none, mate. I had a few for the last fight, but I think it was just with the two that fell through. So just Higher Level, obviously, where I train. My mate Greg runs Fight Fit. It's a guy pads with this gym. He's a great guy. Also, I coached at Strathclyde University MMA, so it's a shout out to the guys for there. A bunch of them are coming to see me fight this weekend.
How fun is that doing the coaching?
It's cool. It's change of pace. Means I miss Tuesday night wrestling up here, which is the only soccer thing. But apart from that, it's good, man. I really enjoy it. It's all good people. The facility's amazing. It's a new facility, so I love coaching. I've always been into it. I'm a wee bit like James. Like it's always been in the back of my mind that once I'm done this, I'd like to coach.
Once you pass on a wee bit of stuff,
100%, man. It just refreshes my mind. Like covering stuff I've not covered for a while. Or it's just a nice wee reset. I really enjoy it, man. It's good.
Perfect. And Mark?
I've got loads, man.
I've got all sorts of
Primitive Evolve. I've got Rags to Riches, SLC Physiotherapy, Feedra, Clean Tech, Vita Hemp. Just shout out to all of them.
It's just bugged me right off, isn't it?
He just does. He's like, I'll just take.
I'll make sure
he's hoarding all the sponsors.
He's got
that many he's forgot.
I hope I've not forgot anybody. Shout out everybody, man. Cheers.
Well, listen, thanks very much for coming, guys. Obviously, best of luck on the 2nd of November at Budo.
Cheers, man.
Cheers for having us, mate.